everyone, and welcome back to another round of the DBS Formula One series. And we are racing at another historic location for the final time, and also in 2021 as well. We are racing at the world-famous Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps in Spa for the Belgian Grand Prix, the longest track on the F1 calendar. About 7 kilometers in length with 20 corners and 2 DRS zones, one down the pit straight starting from the end of the bus stop chicane, which is turn 20, to the source, which is turn 1, and then at the Kemmel straight towards the Le Combe chicane. Now, of course, this track has had some interesting times. I've done Oceana racing comms. Excuse me. Oceana comms. Normally, like the last couple of races I've done, there's been like a big accident that's happened in the last 2 races I've done at Radion. Will we see that happen? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It'd be cool if it does, but probably not cool for the drivers that are racing tonight. Right, so looks like we're about to get in now, and it is raining as well. Well, that's gonna spice things up. Also to note too, I apologize if I sound a little horsey. I'm also dealing with a bit of a cold, so I just got that excuse me, a couple days ago. So yeah, just gonna have to deal with my horsey voice today. So race reports, we'll go over that right now. There's nothing too major, apart from Dan the Racer trying to request some penalties be removed, but unfortunately he did not provide a race director, so his results still stand. So let's go over the standings right now as we speak, and we'll focus on one of the drivers. We'll focus on Dynamite as he's taking us a little bit of a lap. We'll put on the telemetry and everything here. There we go. So the standings currently right now, as it stands here in DBS, Absolute Unit is leading with 364 points over Tim Ann, who has 285 points at the moment. The 2 championship taggets having quite a bit of a margin, only served by 79 points. In 3rd place is Can't Do Crap, but for some reason I don't think that's correct, because the previous standing had him at 224, but for some reason it has him at 203. Okay. But anyway, in 4th is Fanatic 85 with 189 points. 5th place, Blocky Rex with 181. Big Chicks in 6th with 162. Actually tied with Bodud with 162 for 6th place. In 8th place is Curving with 161. Dan the Racer in 9th with 150. Orphan Drop, well, Jackie Perez I should say, as he is now, has 146 points. 11th is Vision with 135, tied for 11th actually with False. Lane Everingham in 13th with 131. Iconic Q in 14th with 127. Cunhouse in 15th with 114. And also Honest Crook in 16th with 96. Prezzo in 17th with 65. Butler in 18th with 64. Reedy in 19th with 51. And JJ rounds it off with being in dead last with 23 points. So constructor standings look like this. Alpine lead by 32 points over Aston Martin with 534 points compared to Aston Martin's 502. Ferrari in 3rd with 365. Haas in 4th with 359. Red Bull in 5th with 300. Excuse me, 300. Williams in 6th with 277. Mercedes in 7th with 227. McLaren in 8th with 223. AlphaTauri in 9th with 196. And Alfa Romeo with 185. So that is your current point standings at the moment, and we will now turn our attention to qualifying. And you may have noticed a little bit of a difference in the leaderboard. There is a blank name, that's Dan the Racer in the Haas. Great little glitch the game has, where apparently you have a little bit of a moment where you can't even see the the name graphic, but anyway. So yeah, as you can see, it's intermediate conditions. I'm not sure what that will be for the race, but maybe we'll see. Maybe we could see some dry racing, wet racing, who knows? Just to spice things up here at Spa. Now, of course, we're just doing about short qualifying. We're about 14 minutes left into it, and let's see. I think we've got a few cars out in front. Blocky, I think, is the lead car in a lap, or is it can't do? No. That might be. Oh, that's Reedy. He's on an out lap. Never mind. So we're following with Blocky Rex, so he'll be giving us the first lap, and we'll give him a guide tour because I'm sure he'll do more laps. Give me a bit of a guide tour of the 7-kilometer racetrack as he'll come down the main straight. There's Bonhart in the middle of the track. Blocky coming down the main straight, so it's a 154.3. Down towards the source, braking into about 100 meters. Second gear. Kind of have to do that in these sort of conditions. Usually it brake a little bit later than that. Down the old pitch straight, as Dynamite says, a 155.4 towards Eau Rouge into the top of Radion. This can be a little bit scary if you're in these conditions. You got to be very careful about how the car settles at the hill. Down the Kennel straight, reaching speeds of about 311 kilometers an hour. Remember, no DRS in these conditions. Through the Lecomte chicane, fourth gear all around. Keeping it tight there. It's in now the downhill bit of the racetrack into the off-camber corner of Bruxelles, turn 10. And then approaching no-name corner, which is turn 11. I don't know why they call it that, but that's what it is, apparently, on the track map. And, oh, he runs a little bit wide, but we'll stick with him anyway. Pouan, this is normally a flat-out corner. In these conditions, you got to take it a little bit better than less than that. It's usually 7th gear corner as ACW goes to pole with a 153.8. And Blitz obliterates Blocky's time for sure by about over half a second. Boo now turns 15 and 16. That is Stavelo. And down the back straight towards Beauchamp. This is normally flat, but I think, if I remember correctly, it's usually a little bit of a different story in these conditions. He runs a little bit wide, but managed to keep the car on track. To the bus stop chicane, rounding the penultimate corner. One more corner remains. He's also got Big Church in front of him, crossing the line. But that is your lap around Spa. So let's see here. We got ACW right now with a 153.8 at the moment. He's back in the Alfa Romeo. As you can see, he was in the Alfa last week in Imola, and currently has a win and a podium to his name so far. Finished first in Silverstone and second in Imola. Last week was Ruscoan that won and became the 9th different race winner, as a matter of fact. He went from 18th to 1st on the grid, and he's also improving quite dramatically, like 7/10 through the middle sector. ACW is. See what the time will be for the Alfa Romeo driver as he comes towards Blanchimont now. And now it's towards the bus stop chicane. 2 more corners remain for him to do. A little bit of a lockup, as you can hear from the skid of the tires. Rounding the final corner, crossing the line, and sets a 152.8. That's 1.1 seconds quicker than Tim's time, who's done a 153.9. The Blocky right now sits at a 154.3 and third. Dynamite in fourth with a 154.6. Prezo in fifth with a 155.1. Cantu Prep with a 155.5. Conehouse in seventh with a 155.6. Jack in eighth with a 155.7. Vision. Oh yeah, and this is something else I forgot to mention. So you may notice that Reedy and Vision are in different cars. Vision's in the Alfa and Reedy's in the Ferrari. I don't know what the whole point is of that, but I think it's just a little bit of an inside joke. But anyway, he has a 155.8, currently sitting 9th fastest. Dan the Racer 10th with a 156.1, 10th fastest, and Reedy with a 2-minute 13.5, sitting at now 12th fastest. As Chich goes to 7th with a 155.6. About to do a lap right now, and let's see who we've got. I think we've got Dynamite that's closest, but has unfortunately invalidated his lap time, so we'll give it another go. Surely they're doing a lot of their stints with a little bit of excess fuel, just trying to burn it off as the conditions start to improve. That's really hitting the wall. Going into the entry, pit entrance. Lovely stuff. Dan's coming in. Yeah, here's Tim routing. Oh, and does a little bit of a spin. Right at the penultimate corner. Thankfully, Canty Crab misses him. Goes straight into the pit lane. Canty Crab has his lap invalidated, so he'll go again. Let's see what ACW is up to. He is not on a lap. He is also out of fuel, from the way it looks. You can see the flashing red icon there on the bottom right part of your screen, letting his teammate through, as you can see. Let's see, Vision down by 1/2 tenths, and he bails on the lap and goes straight into the pit lane. Let's see, Flane, I think, is the next to cross the line. He's currently set at 123. I think that was through the middle sector. Now up towards the bus stop chicane. Round in the final corner now. What will lane ever have set? It is a 1:55 flat, but some 5th fastest for the Williams driver. Bodod coming around the final corner. He's invalidated his lap time, unfortunately. So it's time to do more. There's BCP, I think, there in the background. Yep, that's him. About to get ready for his lap in the Aston Martin. Of course, as we we've known for a little while, he's been dealing with a broken arm, so of course hasn't really been up to his full potential, pretty much, in that cake pie. We'll see how he can fare here around Spa as he invalidates straight away, coming through Rowdy on there. Canty Crab up by 7 tenths through the middle sector. See where this time will put him as he crosses the line now. 1:54.5, nearly a second improvement. Goes 5th fastest ahead of Lane by about just under half a second between those two. And I guess this happened a little earlier. Dynamite is currently 3rd fastest with a 1:54.1. So right now at the moment, ACW is looking very strong. Currently 1.1 seconds ahead of the next car behind. Definitely showing that he's definitely good in these sort of wet weather conditions. Oh, and that's a spinning Red Bull. That's Bodod. Oh my gosh! Oh jeez! That's Bod. Whoa! So Bodod just spun in front of Banana. Banana had nowhere to go and just spun and just slammed into him. As a result, Bodod's got a 5-place grid penalty. Oh my goodness! Oh wait, no, that was. Wait, was that him or was that Conhouse? No, that was Bodod. Okay. No, I'm just making sure. My goodness. Look at that, he's got a completely destroyed front wing. Really, Jen? It was the first thing you turned on. I just happened to be on Banana for a little while, and I just caught him like that. As we see another spinning Red Bull, that is Codehouse. The main straight, let us spin around. Yeah, I know, you've had some pretty good memories around this place, haven't you, Jed? Maybe you might catch the big one that happens at Radion, maybe, who knows? That's happened twice in the times I've commentated Oceana Racing. Maybe I wouldn't be surprised if it happens again. I mean, we've already seen an accident happen already. Let's see there, what is Vision doing? Oh, he's just laying ready through, I think? Yeah. Oh, they're both on outlaps, though. Yeah, okay. Interesting. As there's yellow flags, sets for Blocky? Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. As he's out of field, that explains. Yeah, you can see the icon solid red right there on the telemetry. Still got a long way to go, but still have time to get some improvements. So we're trying to ask a pull off here. Coming to the end of the middle sector. Let's Stavalo. Middle sector says he's up by nearly 4/10 of a second through the middle sector. So, as Presso has retired. Oh no, he has crashed out at Eau Rouge. Well then. That didn't take long for a Preslin to crash. Here comes Canas. Oh, has a little bit of an oops moment at the curb. Kind of on the car there. And he has an oops moment as well coming into the pits. Thankfully he's coming in anyway. So that's a Mercedes gone. There's Rady right now doing a lap. He's got a car behind. That is, I think that's Tim? Nah, Tim's at, oh, that's BCP. Now Tim's over at the bus stop chicane. Right up. We got 3 minutes left. And Tim needs to be a 152.9, that's set by ACW, to get onto pole position. Alright, now second quickest at the moment with just 1.1 seconds off the pace. And there's a Williams coming out that I think is lane. Keep our eyes on Tim for at least right now. Pretty sure ACW will come out and lay apart as Tim is invalidated, so that's unfortunate. That's alright, he's still got time to set maybe one more lap. Let's see. Jack, you are invalidated as well, even though you were up by 1.5 tenths to the first sector. Right, so it's pretty much everyone coming out. Oh yeah, you got this whole kerfuffle behind. You can see that at the Kimmel Straight. It's just this whole line of cars. Dynamite's pretty much the lead pack of it. Oh, hello. What's going on here? Are you running through some traffic, I guess? Let's see what BCP's doing. He's currently invalidated, but he's also got a little bit of traffic ahead of him, too. See 3 cars on the track map are just ahead of him. Kitbuck Kiwi is right now not done a lap at all. Neither has BCP. Of course, Kickbuck Kiwi is one of the reserves reserved for curving tonight, as you may notice. Been reserving quite a bit in that McLaren. And Dynamite is also reserved for one of the Alpines, I assume, mostly for Absolute Unit, who is not here today. So Tim could try to score a massive haul of points and claw back into the championship. We're getting very close to it as well, to the end of the championship as well. Let's take a look at Tim and see how he's doing. About to get ready to go for one more go. Up through Radion, or Eau Rouge to the top of Radion, and now onto the Kimmel Straight goes the Aston Martin. Now down the Kimmel Straight, let's see what the clock says for the Aston Martin driver. He's up by nearly 1/10 of a second, apparently purple as well, through the first sector. Fourth gear coming through. Lacombe runs a little bit wide, but luckily he doesn't invalidate. You can do that in that corner if you run wide on the outside curb. Through Brixelles, the off-camber corner. It's a no-name. Fourth gear all around. Down to Pouillon. There's also a little trick I've seen before as well, where you can use the outside turf into Pouillon, and basically I guess it's to get a little bit of like a better turn into Pouillon. I mean, I can't pull it off, but mostly for anyone that's on a wheel, I think could. I've seen it happen before quite a few times. Tim in through the middle sector, he's up by 4.5 tenths through the middle sector. It's a significant improvement, but will it be enough to get ACW? He needs to nail the the final sector here. Come up to the bus stop. He's got 2 more corners remaining. And there's a parked car there in the middle of the track. That is Big Chich. Tim to cross the line right about now. It is a 1:53.6. He's lost time through the final sector. ACW coming through the middle sector now. He's way down on his time. He's not improving. Blocky has invalidated, so he's not going to improve. Dynamite did not improve. He stays 4th fastest. Can't do crap. He's not improving at all. What about Lane? He's full. He's done. Vision goes 7th fastest with 1:54.7 for the Alfa Romeo driver. Well, supposedly the Ferrari driver. Big Chich 8th quickest. Prezzo 9th quickest with a 1:55.0, 1:55.1 for both of them. Jack in 10th behind his brother with a 1:55.2. Conehouse in 11th with a 1:55.6. What about Reedy? How is he doing? He is not improving at all. Basically does not set a qualifying time. Only one to do that as well. As Kid Kiwi also went 8th quickest with a 1:55 flat ahead of Chich. Forgot to mention that, I think. Reedy cutting the corner there. The other racer, 14th fastest, Botthard. Also, again, another shattered front wing for you, Botthard. What did you do this time? I guess we'll never know. Righto. So, there you go. ACW on pole position, and Tim in 2nd, Blocky in 3rd, Dynamite in 4th, Can't Do Crap in 5th, Lane in 6th, Vision in 7th, Kickabout Kiwi in 8th, Bitchich in 9th, Prezzo in 10th, and 11th is Jack, Conehouse in 12th, 13th is Reedy, 14th is Dan the Racer, Bottom in 15th, and BCP rounds it off. Let's see, what track are you, or what flags are you representing today? You are representing Mr. Tim Anthony, the country of Latvia today. And I think Dynamite is representing Malta, if I'm correct. If I'm correct about that flag. It looks like a Malta flag. Usually it's like the, yeah, because it usually has like a cross on the top left corner of the white part of the flag. Or is it an Austrian flag? No, it's probably an Austrian flag. Sorry. No, Tim is Austria. Sorry, not Latvia. Even though they do look similar too. Not gonna lie. Alright, righto. And JJ's joined a little bit late. Yeah, he was supposed to be here, and I guess he should have played. So, well, that's unfortunate because we just about to start the race. All right, so it is looking like to be a dry race, as you can see. No clouds, like well, there's a little bit of cloud cover actually. Wait for the rain. I don't know. We'll wait and see throughout the race. Anyway, so let's see what tires everyone's on because they are in different variety, I can see. And the top 5 are on the medium pump out tire. Lane's going aggressive on the softs. Vision on the mediums. Kickbutt Kiwi on the softs. Chich on the mediums. Prezzo on the softs. Jack on the softs. Conehouse on the softs. Reedy on the mediums. Dan the Racer on the softs, basically on the mediums, and Botthard on the mediums. So basically, that's what the drivers are opting to start on. So probably the medium runners are going to opt to go for like a medium to soft sort of strategy. But they probably hope to not have a safety car come out because then they'll have to opt to go to the hard tire if it does come out early. time. So ACW on pole position. Tim in second. I think this is ACW's third pole in a row as well, if I'm correct. Blocky in third, Dynamite in fourth, Can't Do Crap in fifth place, Lane in sixth, Vision in seventh, Kickbox Healy in eighth, Chich in ninth, Prezzo in 10th, Jack in 11th, Jonas in 12th, Rady in 13th, Dan the Racer in 14th, BCP in 15th, and Bloodhunt rounds off the rest of the grid. So now the drivers will have their AIs basically control them to their grid slots, and we will get the race underway. 22 laps to come here around Spa. See how it goes. It should be just a one-stop strategy, like I mentioned earlier, and everyone is on to the grid slots now. I think. Just wait for Bada to come onto his. There we are. Here we go. Getting the 5 red lights to come on here at Spa. And it's lights out, and away we go. And ACW has a good start off the line. Converts well into turn 1 into the source become. Actually, Tim might have converted a little bit better. He's coming around the outside of ACW into now the old pitch trick, but no, it doesn't get the better exit out of it. ACW converts well at the exit of turn 1. Now up through a Rouge to the top of Radion they come. It's ACW from Tim, then Blocky, then Dynamite, then Lane, then Can't Do Crap. And we see the back of Tim's car. That's a useless camera angle. And Tim's going to come along the outside of ACW to the Palm chicane, brakes later, and takes the lead of the race. So Tim is now into the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix, using a little bit of that battery, I would assume, as well. And we now come to turn 10. Blocky under pressure from Dynamite as he comes down the inside. And now Blocky will now on the inside line into no-name corner. Oh, but squeezes him off into the wall just a little bit there. As BCP has gone past Conhouse, has made up made up at least a place so far and running wide. That is Vision. He has spun at the wall put almost Antonio Giovinazzi style there. And what's going on here as well? Prezzo is under pressure from Dan the Racer. As there's someone else into the wall. That's Dynamite. He's going into the barriers at the second chicane. So not great starts for Vision or Dynamite. Had a little bit of moments. Dynamite goes from being in the top 5 to being in 13th place. Lane and the race side by side as they go through Blanchimont. Now to the final couple of corners. Oh my goodness, 3 wide into the bus stop. And oh, the contact there. I think that was Chich that might have been tagged, and he's lost a few positions because of Dan the Racer making contact from the back of his car. And down the inside goes, oh, Jack. That was quite a desperate move there. My guy. Coming alongside his brother. Oh, this could get interesting as they go up the hill. Prezzo converts well. There's a hit. Oh, spinning. That's Dan the Racer. He's going into the grass. Somehow managed to keep going, though. Oh, very, very lucky that those guys did not get into some sort of big accident. My goodness. Breslin brothers are now 6th and 7th. Chich is now back into the top 10 after being tagged by Dan the Racer. And also, I was focusing on that sort of skirmish. ACW has gone past him and back into the lead. I'm sure that might have happened at the Lacombe chicane. So Tim right now has about half a second deficit, make that 6/10 now, towards the gap between him and ACW. Blocky staying behind at the moment. He's also pretty good at this track, I've heard, so we'll see how he goes around here as well. Tim can manage to stay within just under a second to ACW. He can get DRS to his advantage. As now they come towards the bus stop chicane. This should be to the lap 3, where DRS is enabled. ACW sets passes up, and Tim has gone closer. He's also got some battery to his disposal as well. You can see on the dashboard, he's also using it to stay close to ACW. Closer on the Alfa Romeo, you can see the gearbox on the back of the car. And up the DRS, uses the battery and slingshots past ACW and goes back into the lead of the race. ACW just left vulnerable. Meanwhile, Prezzo's gone past Cantu Crab for 5th place. And also, Jack has lost out. He's dropped down to 16th place. I wonder what happened to him. Oh, seen that. Oh, on a side by side with Dan the Racer. Coming through turn 10 now. Oh, and down the inside goes Reedy. Gonna make the move down there. A lot of stuff going on already. I'm just trying to figure out which pits to focus on because there's a lot of stuff going on. Apparently. ACW now on the back of Tim still. Lucky he is slightly out of DRS, and that is Cantu Crab. That's had a bit of a moment at the second chicane. Pretty much when Dynamite had his moment on lap 1, but this time he's facing the wrong direction. I wonder if he must have took too much curb or something like that. As Dynamite is starting to recover, he's gone past BCP for 8th place. Up ahead, half a second separates between ACW and Tim. Tim sets the fastest lap of the race, of course with the aid of DRS. And ACW broke a little bit too much, and as a result locked up and pretty much compromised him a little bit on the exit. Up the hill goes the Alfa Romeo. Will he try to go for the move like Tim did earlier? He uses the DRS, doesn't use the battery though. But he is not close enough to do anything as Reedy gets a 3-second penalty. Probably ACW will try to play the long game and just stay behind the gearbox of the Aston Martin. As Lane has got, oh, spinning his lane! There was contact. One of those contact between him and Chich. As again, these two, Dan the Racer and Bodat, side by side at the exit of Lacombe. Well, Lane's now dropped down to the back of the field, unfortunately there. With whatever happened, and more yellows. What's that for? Well, that explains a little bit. Lane again has a bit of a moment. I thought that was Cantu Crab that might have had a moment as well, but no, it was just Lane. He probably spun because of his tires being way too hot. And as a result, he's now 12.9 seconds behind 13.3 to Cantu Crab. SW on the back. Oh, damn it. And he's still. As he'll conclude lap 4 and move on to lap 5 of the Belgian Grand Prix. ACW still in the back, not close enough. Good in there. There's a little bit of battery though on the exit corner. He's still within, well, obviously he's within DRS range. Lucky pretty much sat as a same duck because look at this, he's now got Kid Kiwi on his back. And he should be able to get past him as well. Let's see what happens up here. ACW going for the move around the outside into the what is that, camera co-masters? Come on. Oh, contact! There's ACW! He spins around from Tim! They both make contact. And unfortunately, ACW got the worst of it. He's plummeted to 5th place because of that. Prezzo is up to 4th. Mercs are looking pretty solid too. 4th and 6th. They've had not a great last few races, as far as I know. They've DNF'd quite a bit, but maybe they can have a little bit of redemption for this race. Right now, it seems like they're under control. The Mercs, as Blocky gets a 3-second penalty for multiple points. So with that little contact, that move kicked back Kiwi into the lead, but he is on the soft compound tire, so he will have to pit sooner Then the medium brother. Same with Prezzo as well. In Blanchimont. Tim going around the outside and wow, okay. Just left of the carpet there. Oh wait, I know why. He wanted DRS. He doesn't get DRS. Oh, maybe they went through the same time at the detection zone. Alright. That explains a little bit. Well, with all this, there's a lot of walking back into this as well. But unfortunately, with a penalty looming his head. Okay. It's a little bit sideways there. Isn't that a kick by Kiwi? Down the Kemmel straight with DRS. Unfortunately, that little move there to just leave Tim the red carpet and so they could get kicked by Kiwis and DRS. That DRS unfortunately backfired a little bit. Andrew Crafts got a 3-second penalty. 4 drivers with 3-second penalties already. Only on lap 6 of 22. Gonna ask me about getting past down the luck. Someone's also pulling back to the field as well. Was in the top 10. As ACW's now gone past Prezzo. Oh, Prezzo, that's a little bit wide. And I'm guessing those tires might be switching off for the Mercedes driver. Right now he would be happy where he is at the moment, currently in the top 5. Of course we'll have to pit for the medium tires to get the end of the race. For Blanchimont. But within 4/10 to Tim. To the bus stop chicane they come. Up is the DRS, and not close enough. There is actually clouds starting to form more now. You can see a little bit of cloud cover, more cloud cover. Maybe there might be a good chance of it. Get up the way to see. Through Rouge to Radion, down the Kemmel straight. Up is the DRS again, kickbutt Kiwi. Tim trying to evade the slipstream. Kickbutt goes to the inside and gets past the Aston Martin back into the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix. ACW, meanwhile, has lost a fair amount of time. He's battling Prezzo as Prezzo gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings running wide there at turn 9. Still right in the back of that McLaren. Gustavo. As basically gets a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. And Dan the Racer gets a 3-second time penalty. A lot of penalties being racked up here. Coming up to the bus stop. Oh, Tim, that's very close. Kickbutt still stays out. Not going into the beams just quite yet. Tim has got the DRS still. Let me guess, it'll probably be another move where Tim just gets ahead, probably. As ACW has climbed a second to Blocky Rex. He was at 2.8 seconds at one point. He's climbed up to 1.2 seconds. From that lap, it's now 1.5 seconds. As the current gap as Tim goes to the inside and gets past the McLaren. Unless I've sounded like a broken record at this point. DRS, pass. DRS, pass. What else is new around Spa? Gets past. Oh, well, what do you know? Dan the Racer with DRS. Kona's 3-second time penalty. Multiple ways. Let's see what the penalties look like. 3 seconds. The most. Reedy's got 9. My goodness. He's leading that sort of department. Kona's a 6. Now Bono is the next victim with 3-second time penalties. First one accumulated for him. 6 tenths, separate. Make that 7.5 tenths. Got to start to climb. Oh, Tim's had a moment. He's had a moment at Stavolo. That's opened the door for Kickbutt Kiwi and Blocky. Has he got damage from it though? Yes, he's got damage. Oh no. And look who else is coming to the mix. ACW. Oh, it's spinning his Blocky. Tim's gonna keep going though. That's, oh, what? Whoa, what the? How did that happen? ACW and Blocky have had some sort of a moment too. I guess I had a bit of a moment while I was focusing on Tim. Alright, so a few drivers coming in. Oh, is it starting to... Oh, it's starting to rain. Oh, that explains it. As Bonnet has retired from the race. He has crashed out, looks like at turn 1. Lane has crashed out at Blanchimont. Will this be a safety car? Right, so it's intermediate conditions. Honestly, I couldn't tell for a brief moment. Yeah, now I can see the water. I couldn't see it earlier. Now it's a safety car. That's been deployed. Right, so this could help hurt these guys a little bit because they didn't pit. And they're still on the slicks. Everyone else is on the intermediate tires. Tim, oh! Prezzo's had a spin. Goodness me. Now that's let his teammate through. He spun out at No Name. Thankfully he has no damage. I was going to go on about that. So Tim, he's got the right end plate damage. You could see that on his front wing. That was from him having a moment at Stavolo. So yeah, that whole thing was a little bit bizarre for like the last lap. Blocky and ACW had, I guess, had a bit of a moment when they were trying to get into the pit lane. It's such a weird coincidence. Blocky right now stays out in front as the leading intermediate runner. These slick runners might be hurt by it, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. See what the gap is. Oh, Tim goes very deep. Yeah, that's not helping him at all. Right now. Oh, and he's destroyed more of his front wing. Oh, goodness me. Oh, Tim. This is like your one chance to at least catch absolute unity. You're starting to blow it a little bit. Oh, what? A 5-second penalty for a collision. Okay, that's surely going to get removed. Tim was stopped at the pit lane entry. What was he supposed to do? Tim getting his front wing replaced. So now Kickbutt Kiwi moves into the lead. So yeah, this definitely hurt the slick runners that stayed out for sure. Where's Tim come out of all this? Comes out in just ahead? No, behind Vision. Although I thought he beat Vision ahead of the pit lane exit. But I guess not. Anyway, Vision gets ahead. Tim now goes down to 7th. But he's got a 5-second penalty looming over his head. But I'm sure that'll get removed. Right, so now the orders have changed a lot as well. Kickbutt Kiwi is in first. Blocky is in second. ACW has climbed back to 3rd. BCP from, what was it, 16th? He's up to 4th place, getting 12 positions. Chich right now is in 5th. Vision in 6th place. Tim in 7th. Dan the Racer in 8th. Jack in 9th. Prezzo in 10th. So the President brothers are close to each other. Radiant in 11th. Dynamite in 12th. Cantu Crap in 13th. And Konas in 14th. The retirees are Bodhot and Lane. Bodhot crashed out at turn 1. Lane crashed out at Blanchimont. Unfortunately for those two. Haven't had the best of form as of lately. But, we'll see how this full pans out. This is probably going to get very interesting. We've seen quite a bit of its action in this race. I wonder if the big one is coming. That's basically what I'm waiting for. For someone to have one bit of moment at Radion and just completely lose it. So, who are we waiting? We're waiting for Conehouse. He's a little far back. Safety car will probably come in by the end of lap 11. So. Just wait around for a little bit, I guess. The one thing I hate about the safety car periods around this track is it's just so long. Because it's a long lap around Spa. Because like I mentioned earlier, it's the longest track on the F1 calendar. It's also even longer when you're doing it on intermediate conditions. Now she's come back into the pits. What for this time? New set of inserts? Oh, that and a front wing change. Okay. Alright. Well, guess we gotta wait just a little bit longer, maybe. Unless he can catch up to this cube by the middle sector. Which he should. Oh, goodness me. Also probably glad once the stream's over, because I really need to get some sleep. Just dealing with the damn cold. That's since Friday. I feel like it's going progressively worse, too, so... No, it's not COVID. Don't worry. I am vaccinated. So. Anyways, Conehouse should be getting to the queue now, which he is. Around the second chicane. And there we are. Okay, so. Safety car will come in, I'm sure, at the end of this lap. Just gotta wait for the indication. And there it is. Right on cue. Alright, now we wave goodbye to Bernd Mylander. As Kitbuck Kiwi will lead the pack. And he's not really slowing down. He's really urging to get a move on. Same thing when I do it, I usually like to wait till the safety car comes into the pits and take my time and then just gun it once I get to the bus stop. It's a good tactic just to catch people sleepy, as Kitbuck Kiwi is going now. And I think he caught Blocky a little bit sleeping there. So we begin lap 12 of 22, 11 laps to go here at Spa. Kitbuck Kiwi in the lead. From Blocky, then ACW, then BCP, then Chich, then Vision, then Tim. The other racer, Jack, and President complete your top 10 at the very moment. Kitbuck Kiwi starting to pull a little bit, but I think he had a little bit of an awkward run there through the hill, and now here comes Blocky. President accumulates another penalty, 6 seconds with the fence. Added on to the Merc. ACW on the back of the Haas, and making it overtake there. I think that was Vision. To end the racing game past Tim. Yep, up to 7th place. As Dynamite goes down the inside of Reedy into turn 10. Should be able to get that move done, and he does get the move done. Up until 11th place. ACW on the back of the Haas. He's gone a little bit more closer now. The Alfa Romeo. He was very quick during qualifying when we had the intermediate conditions. Definitely a long, long way from Banana. Now he wants to try to get by the Haas and the McLaren that's in front of him. Fortunately for ACW, that Blocky has a penalty to his name. So they could still take second regardless, but I'm sure ACW won more than that. Very tense right now between Blocky and Kickbutt. They cross the line to begin lap 13 of 22. Nearly pulling a second margin, McLaren. 1 point there. As Reedy gets another penalty. How many is that for him? Wrong one. There we go. That is now 12 penalties. Jeez. Actually, we don't need that. We all know we're the intermediates. Well, Blocky's gone somewhat closer now. And not close enough. Yeah, like again. Broken record. Oh, man. Half a second right now between ACW and Blocky. Yeah, just a little bit more. ACW's got a better run than Blocky did. Though there was a couple of corners. Poo on. The other two Ferrari power cars are the Haas and the Alfa Romeo. Right behind the Merc engine car and McLaren, and that is Reedy into the wall at Pouan. Literally the same area that Vision crashed a little while ago. Lucky, he's had a bit of an awkward run, I guess. He's lost up to now about a second to Kickback Kiwi, and now ACW is closing in more. A little bit of his battery as well. You can see that from the green icon that happened there on the dash. It's not close enough to do anything. Lucky has a little bit of a slide. Going through the bus stop. Through turn 1. The source. Down the old pitch strip. Go up the hill. Jacking past Starlight for a 10th place. As yellow flags, that is for Reedy again. Who was spun at the pitch straight somehow. How on earth have you done that? So the Coleman now down through turn 9 into turn 10 and Purcell's. Turn 11, down the corner. Kendrick grab another penalty to his name. That is 6 seconds with the penalties for the Ferrari driver. 8 tenths, down to 7 tenths, down to 6 tenths. Between Blocky and Kickbutt. ACW, about 4 tenths, 1.5 tenths. Close more. Seems like he gets close to Blocky, but just can't find any way past him. That'll be the first one for ACW is just to get past the costs. He can. ACW does have pace. As hang on, I thought the rain stopped. Yeah, it did. I don't see any more raindrops. I think we might be soon ending the crossover point of going into the dries. Down the inside goes ACW into turn 1 into the source. He's going to try to at least get ahead of him on the exit, and he does. ACW into second place ahead of the Haas now has got to try to catch the McLaren. As Prezzo has gone past Tim. Tim's got 8 seconds, I think, with the penalties now. Jack's got a penalty now to his name. A lot of penalties being accumulated. I'm actually kind of surprised. Normally, it's not a track that you can accumulate penalties that easily. I guess everyone seems to find an easy way to do so tonight. Prezzo goes very wide there. Conhouse gets a penalty there for multiple warnings. Running very wide. Oh, hello, that was a car that went a little bit wide. That was Jack. That went a little bit wide there at turn 10. Very tight pack of cars in the midfield. Tim trying his best to hold up Dynamite. The best thing Tim can do right now is just try to score any points he can to close up the championship. As we're running wide, that was Prezzo. He's on the back of, Tim's on the back of him now. Turn 15 to Stavro. Now onto the back straight. ACW right now 1.1 seconds. The gap is closing a little bit. It was 1.6 when he got past Bulky. No moves so far yet. Nothing doing so. Prezzo stuck behind Dan the Racer, and there's Vision leading this train pretty much. Going from him to Conehouse, because there's the Red Bull there in the back. Very long line of cars, pretty much as the Vision train. Maybe that might change soon here, because Dan the Racer's gone closer to Vision, and he gets a fair run as well. He uses the overtake button. Tries to get close, but Vision's got more straight line speed compared to the Haas. He tries to block him off a little bit there. To the calm they come. Dan tries to break later. Turns in on him. Has to go off into the runoff area. But he maintains position. But Prezzo gets ahead. He punches his way through into 6th place. That was a adventurous move, but a good move nonetheless from Prezzo. It was clean. He's up into 6th place. Oh, contact between Dan the Racer and Dynamite. No damage, I don't think. Oh, this could get pretty interesting. Poo-poo, on they come. Alright, so far nothing doing there. And side by side goes Tim and Vision. Out of Puon through the second chicane. Tim gets ahead of the Alpha into 7th place. Next target will be Prezzo. Meanwhile, up ahead, ACW's closed the gap to now just under a second. Well, now what? Well, was. Now it's just over a second. Not sure if it's still raining because I can't see any water dropping down on the halo. I think there might be a cross. Like I said, I'm gonna guess there might be a crossover point soon. That might happen in the later part of the race. The hill. Up the hill, I should say. BCW trying to bring the pressure. Chich, meanwhile, is getting closer on BCP. He uses the overtake button. Uses the slipstream. BCP tries to defend. Bitchich going to the inside of Banana. Into the comp chicane they come. Wheel to wheel through there. BCP holds on. At least for the time being. Let's see what's going on further back. Nothing too much, I would say. On the little train that Vision created a little earlier. No, it's still raining. It's just that whenever I keep going on board, it looks, I don't know if it looks that way on stream. Like, there's points where I go on board and I don't see any raindrops. And then there's some moments like you saw just there, that there were raindrops. I don't know, I could be wrong. Sometimes I don't know in this game. Shit's trying to get close to BCP. Just flush him off. Oh, that's a little bit interesting. He does a little bit of a flick into Blanchimont in the wet conditions. Yeah, like see right there, like you don't see any raindrops. I mean, I'm sure that's probably from the spray. Could be wrong. Like I said. Down the inside goes Jack, can't pass Vision. Up into 9th place goes the Williams. That has a little bit of a... Oh, spinning goes the Red Bull. That is Konas. Spinning on his own. Captain Crab's coming in. So, is this a gamble, or is this going to be onto the... Or is this for damage? It is... That looks like Slicks, and it is. He's on the soft compound tire. So he's taking a gamble here. I like that. As Chich has gone past Manada for 4th. This time cleared as day. Jack's got another penalty. Who's leading that right now? Is it Brady? 15 seconds with the time penalties. Come on, man. As yellow flies, that's Catchy Crap. He is spun out at Eau Rouge. At Ready. Oh! That was close. The two Ferraris nearly made contact. Right, so that tells me that the slicks aren't really the tire to go on in the moment. For him spinning at Radion. Vision, a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. Bus stop chicane, ACW walking up, you can hear that from him skating the tires at the braking zone. We have about excuse me, we have about 5 more laps to go, or 4 more laps to go, sorry. Here it's off. Oh, spinning, that's Pezzo! He spun on the pit straight. Was there contact? I'm probably going to assume there was because he just... It looked like he spun from contact. There's no way you should spin like that on the pit straight. Well, unfortunately for him, he's got no front wing. We'll have to go to the pits and do a whole lap with no front wing as Konas pits for slicks. He's taking the gamble. Can't do crap. Oh, yeah. Those slicks are not great for you. And now there's a virtual safety car that has been deployed. Now will this evolve into a full safety car as the Ferraris are going to double stack? Well, looks like they were, but no, guess not. Kick butt to Bennett. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. So the Ferraris... Wait a minute. Did they not repair his front wing? Just a drive-through penalty for speed. Oh, that's horrible luck. What? Wait a minute. He just came out of the pits with no front wing. Did he make contact with the wall at the exit of the pits? Okay, well, that's a bit interesting. I haven't seen that happen when Absolute Unit did it in Brazil. And the leaders are coming in. So this is a crossover point. Everyone's coming into the pits. Chich to come in, but... Oh, damage. That is so unfortunate. Soft tires coming on to Kickback Kiwi. Soft tires coming on for ACW. Tim stays out. No DRS has been enabled yet. And there are the leaders on the slicks. ACW is close. Much, much closer. He's using the battery as well. He's got the slipstream. And, oh, okay, I guess the RS wasn't able. Must have popped up the message during when Chich got the drive-through. And ACW to the outside of Kickbutt. And he's got the lead, or, well, penultimate lead. He should be able to get the lead because, yeah, Tim's on the intermediates. Even though he is the race leader, he's not really the effective race leader. I don't know why he decided not to pit. And now this is going to be a bit of a, I was going to say a little bit of a distraction for Kickbutt because he's lost a fair amount of time to ACW. He was close to the Alfa Romeo, then the Aston just pretty much got used as a roadblock. And speaking of that, Blocky is now on the outside of Tim. He goes around him with ease. And, oh, hello. There comes Chich on the outside of BCP. That was very understeered, too. Oh, he did not fit as well. That explains a little bit why. Yeah, so pretty much, let me see what everyone's on. Yeah, so pretty much everyone apart from Tim and Chich are on the soft tires. Chich and Tim are on the inter still, but they've got to pit now. Those tires are going to be way overheating. There you go, he's coming in. Ooh. Thankfully he doesn't come into the barrier. But ACW is in the lead, but he's got Kickbutt Kiwi for company. So pretty much it's going to be another battle of the reserves. 2 weeks in a row. Chich and Tim come in. Oh yeah, that's right, Chich has a service drive. Definitely right. Kickbutt with DRS closing in, using the battery, going to the outside, and he clears the Alpha. I think strategically though he should have waited till the final lap to get him. Because ACW, I think, will still be on the back of Kickbutt Kiwi. And then as a result, ACW will slingshot past. But I could be wrong, but I would have waited till the final lap. Because they both got great pace to keep up with each other. Monkey right now staying on his own. He's pretty much just waiting to see if anything happens in front of him. At this point. BCP ran out of 4th, Dynamite ran out of 5th place. He's had a lot of unfortunate stuff that's happened, but he's climbed back and forth to 5th place. Gotta keep my eyes on those battle for the lead. This will be the final lap coming soon. Alright, here we go. Final 7 kilometers of this race. ACW in 2nd, Kickbutt Kiwi in 3rd. ACW's got the DRS. Kickbutt Kiwi sets the fastest lap of the race. Kickbutt, though, is going to have to use all the resources he can. He's got to make that McLaren as wide as possible. Down the old pit straight. ACW using every single bit of that battery. Uses it now on the Kemmel straight. He will get the DRS. Now he uses it. Kickbutt Kiwi. He might be a bit defenseless, but can he hold on? Down the outside goes ACW. Oh, that was a brilliant move. I think if he can execute it, he does. A brilliant move from ACW. Back into the lead goes the Alfa Romeo. That was fair race, and that was clean from those two. Good driving from both of them. Kickbutt's got a few more corners to negotiate if he can try to catch ACW. He's using all of that battery. He's used up almost all of it. They turn 15, now 16 to Stavolo for the final time. ACW holding the lead at the moment with a gap of just half a second. I think ACW has got it. Can't Do Crap steals the fastest lap of the race. And ACW, for the 2nd time in his 3rd appearance, is going to come around the final couple of corners at the bus stop chicane. He crosses the line now, and he wins the Belgian Grand Prix. And Kickbutt Kiwi gets second, Blocky in third, and ACW takes the fastest lap of the race. So he'll pick up that extra point. Dynamite comes home in fourth place. Not a bad recovery drive there from the Alpine driver. Had to go through a lot of shenanigans, but in the end he got to fourth place. BCB in fifth, Jack in sixth place. Best out of the Prezzo brothers. Down the race, we'll jump to seventh on penalties. Konas in eighth, Timmets in ninth, and gets the fastest lap of the race. So he'll pick up that extra point. Chich will come up in 10th, Prezzo in 11th. So it's at least a decent result for Mercedes in terms of at least trying to score some points. They did not DNF, fortunately, but Chich, very unfortunate with that drive-through penalty under the virtual safety car. As Reedy does some burnouts and crosses the line. I'm guessing they're all going to do that. Are you going to do a burnout, Vision? He's parked up the finish line. Oh, no, he does. There you go. Finishes in 13th place. Oh, that's unfortunate. We didn't get to see a big one that happened. We did see some incidents here and there. As Can't Do Crap goes into the runoff area. Backs up. Is he going to go across the line backwards? No, he just does a little bit of burnouts. Nice little burnout there. Can't Do Crap. There we are. Interesting race, but good one. BCB gets driver of the day from 16th to 5th place, gaining 11 positions there. Very good job from the Aston Martin driver. In the end, though, it is ACW that claims the victory. He got a victory with AlphaTauri in Silverstone, and he gets a victory here at Spa in the Alfa Romeo. Kit Putt to celebrate with them. Another reserve 1-2. Last week it was Roscoe and ACW, and now it's ACW and Kick Butt. Blocky, the best out of the full-timers, comes up in third place. So good result there for the Haas driver, Blocky. And let me see what that would be for him. That would be podium number 5. I think. Yeah, podium number 5. His last one was at Baku a couple weeks ago. In the end, ACW wins. Kickbutt Kiwi in second, Blocky in third, Dynamite in fourth, BCB in fifth, Jack in sixth. Down the race there in seventh, Konas in eighth, Treeman in ninth, Chich in 10th, Prezzo in 11th, Reedy in 12th, Vision in 13th, Can't Do Crap in 14th, Baldon in 15th, and Lane in 16th. Of course, these two, unfortunately, the non-finishers in the race. Well, there you go. That is the end of round 18, and that is also the end of DBS racing in 2021. Of course, we'll get to wait till January 3rd when we come back in action again. Of course, we've got a long Christmas and New Year's break from all this, just to unwind, take it easy, be with family, etc. But yeah, no, it was a bit of an interesting race overall. A good job for ACW to claim his second victory. Kickbutt Kiwi put up a really good fight. Unfortunately, just fell on the short stick of it, but I'm sure his win will come soon. He seems like a very good driver, very consistent. And yeah, congratulations also to Blocky Rex, gained here 5th podium of the season. But yeah, let's see, how many more races? Well, how many more? What are the races remaining? Alright, so the races remaining, we've got Portugal, Austria, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Japan, and Italy. So we've got I'm so sorry. about me being sick. We've got 6 more rounds to go. 6 more races left. Till the end of it all. But should be good ones. I mean, I'm keen to see how Portugal and Saudi Arabia will go. I mean, I have raced Portugal in league racing. It's definitely a very fun track, in my personal opinion. Saudi Arabia, I have no idea. I have not raced there yet as far as league racing. I've only done TT around there, but it's a very interesting track, but it is a bit of a pad hell track, especially the first sector. That's mainly where the trouble comes. But we'll see. Yeah, that's one of the last of the 2 Tilkadromes, because we also got Russia as well in that mix. At least that's the Autodrome. But anyway, well, I think that's going to wrap it up here. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like the stream and subscribe to Driven by Speed for more upcoming races here in this series. Take care and have a great rest of your night.